Hello everybody, my name is Terry Wallace and I am considered your diet diva on the internet. I want to touch base with you just a little bit about my ebook that I sell online and really what it's all about. It's Your Diet Diva Gone Raw. Now the reason for the extension of that title was in 2011, January 2011, I decided after some life challenges, some health challenges, that I would actually challenge myself. So I went from a typical competition diet, eating a lot of animal-based proteins, eating a lot of egg whites, eating a lot of cottage cheese, fish, and even whey protein, to a completely raw food diet. I eat for my blood type A. I eat a lot of plant-based proteins now. I eat a lot of raw nuts and seeds and superfoods. Why? Because over the last decade of my research and trialing of diet, it was so obvious to me what my next step might be. I was always very curious about one particular diet, the Primal Raw Diet. Due to its nature, of course, I was also dealing with some digestion issues of my own. Bloating, and my kidneys were firing off some indicators that I certainly needed to address the diet. The other statement I needed to address, and my goal, of course, is always to maintain the lean body. How do you keep muscle from wasting all that hard-earned muscle over the years from my competitions, as well working with other people? We rest, we preserve, we need to eat, we need to maintain. But what do we do when we decide that we're not going to eat meat anymore? How are we going to keep our body consistently maintaining our lean body mass? The answer was coming to me over the years of my research in the dieting as I sifted through all the typical bodybuilding type diets. I have made sense of every single diet. I have tried every single diet known to man. I have done them all. I've researched them all. I've practiced them, and I've even put clients on them. I did make sense of the plant-based trained diet, and I wanted to look further into it. So a year ago, I did just that. The entire raw food movement for me was very exciting. I found a lot of great recipes on the internet. I discovered tools that I purchased and tools that I did let go. My microwave was the first tool that I did let go. I used to nuke everything. I was quick. I was in and out of the gyms. I needed quick oatmeal dishes, add the protein, bada bing, go. I realized that I was killing, destroying destructive enzymes in my food, but it was ultimately to get the quick feed that I needed. So away with my microwave, hello to the Excalibrator, food dehydrator, my Vitamix, and all the other raw food tools. First thing I noticed was instantly a minimal effort that I necessarily wasn't my goal, but it happened. It was weight loss. It was increased energy. I did notice my concentration increase with clearer focus, sensations of calmness, and more grounded. That was interesting for me. I did detoxify my body naturally by going raw. I did start off 100% raw. I did start off 100% vegan. I still continue. I have very little cravings for meat. I am a blood type A, so I eat accordingly. But I was also certainly realizing what the raw foodies were saying when they say you are certainly heading to the rawness of your health regime. There's a certain awareness that starts happening. You raise your body's consciousness. It's a vibration that I never ever thought I would endure. I was certainly realizing what my raw foodie friends were indicating. Now on to a bit of the dish here on the raw food movement. It is a transition. It is not easy for some, but not too hard for most. Okay, one thing for sure, you want to be prepared. You want to have a food prepped. It is a personal decision, and it depends on the individual and the dietary needs of each individual. Even though you're eating raw, even though you're eating vegan, you still have to be aware of how your body digests food, how your body chemistry breaks foods down and assimilates sugar. We are simply here to control are insulin. The key to everything is insulin management, and sugars, carbohydrates, even some fats will send you into a frenzy. So just be aware. I can certainly support that in my book with a lot of interesting insight on glycemic levels and carbohydrates. Anyway, moving on. After eating my 100% raw food diet over several months, even I noticed the feeling of a body that was just cleansing. The human body was definitely meant to consume its own raw organic state vegetable. Okay, I do appreciate that all people are in a rush. We're in a society of go go go, but we must learn to avoid the synthetic foods, the synthetic hormones, the antibiotics, the pesticides, the herbicides, the genetically modified foods, and we're here to eat Earth's vegetarian was meant we pick it. We take control. We are eating raw food that are rich with natural enzymes, which does definitely aid our body in digestion. Our pancreas must work overtime to produce enzymes needed to break down the foods if we are eating all processed foods. As we get older, we're losing enzymes, valuable catalysts to breaking these foods down. We're killing them, the vital nutrients, when we cook them, when we boil our foods, when we barbecue, and definitely when we nuke our food.
See the stars in the sky.